Disclaimer, after finishing the pen, I was so excited to ship it out that I forgot to film glamour shots. I'll try to remember for next time. Sorry. So a little while ago, I was playing video games with a friend of mine, and he had expressed that he's always wanted a metal Sharpie. So I looked online. There is one, but it's not pretty, like, at all. It's very utilitarian. It does not look very good. So I decided I'm gonna make him one. I've got here a standard black Sharpie fine point and a Jinhao X750 fountain pen. I talked with him a little bit about this before, though he does not know that I'm doing this. We are going to turn this into a metal Sharpie. So the reason that I chose this pen is it looks really good. I think that would make a beautiful Sharpie. And he'll be able to put new cartridges in it by unscrewing the back. So don't need this anymore. And we also don't need the nib and feed. So we can, there we go. So we can get rid of those. I can actually keep those for my fountain pen. First thing that I need to do also is I need to figure out exactly like what's inside this. So let's get this thing apart. This back we should not need anymore. Because what I want to do is I want to try to put this cap in here. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get a drill. And we're going to drill the back of the feed tube here. What are you doing here, bug? Next step, I need to figure out how to get this thing to be a little bit further down, but that I can like then push it through here and have it, yeah. So I've got a couple little things. I thought about like just sanding it, but I think I'm gonna use this small pipe cutter. Just try to get a little bit down on it. Now that we have that done, we can actually see what we're doing here. So that just fits in like that, basically. All right, this is actually going somewhere. Now, I guess I could glue it like that, but that's really not what I want to do. I want it to go pretty much down as far as possible. Can I remove just that nib? What happens if I try to push it through? Aha! Pen. Awesome. I don't want to get my fingers all grimy. So now, here it is. Yeah, so that would fit, but I need to come down further on it, and I can't use the pipe thingy anymore for that. So, oh, there's also a secondary collar inside it, which would make it very difficult. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get the Dremel and get a cutting bit and see if I can score along here and try to bring the depth down while not cutting through the inner collar that holds that in place. I have decided to bring all sorts of stuff. I've got clamps, Dremel bits, screws, because I'm thinking I can put one of these screws inside the tip of this to give me better leverage. And la Dremel. Alright, first thing that I want to do is I want to get a screw inside this so I can actually get some leverage on it. That works. I don't quite like it, but it works. Next step, I need to get the Dremel out and find a way to clamp it to the table. I should probably get a vise. Oh, wait a minute. I grabbed the wrong Dremel. Here we go. This should be the right Dremel. Yes. Cool. Yeah, I think this is the only thing I need. Guess I can just use this one. Back later with an assortment of screws. We'll use this one for right now and get some tape put on it. Alright, hopefully this one will fit in here. I wrapped tape around the outside to hopefully allow it to be snug into the cap of this. That may be good enough. Oh. Well, it would help if I had the actual power strip on. Remember, eye protection. It looks like I did go through it a little bit. I don't think it'll be too detrimental. I'll just sand this back first to make sure. But I think we're gonna still be okay. So very close. I think there's just a little tiny piece right here. And if we clip that off, yeah, got it in. Oh, that looks good. Alright, my next step is I'm going to super glue this in place, which may take a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is there's like a little bead that goes along the edge here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see, but I'm going to put some super glue along that edge. I waited a full 24 hours for this. It's actually been a little bit longer, but it looks really nice. The next step is going to be assembly. Yeah, it is set back a little bit farther than I would like, but I don't really think I have any way to actually fix that, just because of how the whole thing was put together. Seems a bit dry. I think, what is it, you like put some isopropyl alcohol in it? Is that usually what does it? Yeah, I think that works. It's not perfect. Like, having to add in the alcohol has made it a little more purple instead of black, and it's not as sharp. But I think over time, as that alcohol makes its way through the whole pen, that will, like, the tip will dry out a little bit. I think I got it too wet. So it'll dry out a little bit, and it should be more fine. So I think this is ready to be sent out. I'm excited. This is going to be cool. I hope they like it.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
How you making out?
Doing pretty good. So you want to open your gift?
Oh shucks, hang on. Let me grab it. It's in the room.
A few minutes later.
I'm attempting to do a thing. This might work out, this might not.
Attempting to do a thing. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool. Oh, you got the other Sharpie there for comparison? Mine's much better.
This thing is crazy smelly too. This is one of the industrial ones.
That Sharpie is garbage. You'll never want to use that Sharpie again.
Alrighty. Oh, it's like a little pouch thing. What? Oh, Jinhao.
Yep.
This is the same company we were talking about before.
Yes.
Okay, let me see if the camera can cover it. It's got like some crazy writing, and it's got a pair of eyes. It looks like.
I think it's just a decorative squiggle. I can't
Okay,
make it out on mine either.
there's Jinhao, and there is more of the decorative squiggle. X750.
Yes.
Okay. Now I can feel a little bit of play here, so I'm betting somebody did something to this thing. You did.
I did.
Wow. That is wild.
It
And it's
sh
holding together.
it should work. I added some
Okay.
alcohol to it, so it might be a little more purple.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, come on. I was a little afraid that it might have spent a little too much time being dried out. You can unscrew the black part from the silver body.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you just get another Sharpie, take it apart, you can refill it and just put a new cartridge thing in it. You do have to split it. So like you'll notice that it's split on one
Gotcha.
end because the actual black tube is slightly larger than the insert on the silver end. And then the other thing too, the black part that actually touches the paper,
Hmm.
I guess you would say the nib, that can come out too. So you can completely change the color.
Fascinating. I love this. I use Sharpies all the time for like everything in my life. But I've never seen this fancy of a Sharpie.
That was sort of the point. I looked online. There is a metal Sharpie, and it is ugly as all get out. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I was hoping that it would work just straight out of the box. So,
Well,
unfortunately, you may have to replace the tip and the ink.
it's also it's also a marker from a contact of a third kind. Here we go. Was that an alien? Oh my goodness. Look at how the light shines off of it.
It's a fancy pen.
It really is. You
Well,
know,
when I come out
that's
with a V2, I'm sending you one because I'm disappointed that that one's not working. It worked
I,
when I shipped it out.
I appreciate it. And please let me know what it cost. I'll gladly pay.